Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we are gonna see how I enjoyed my day 2 of the trip to Paris. Come, let's get into the video. It was such a lovely morning and my mom started her day with an Indian coffee and started preparing sandwiches for breakfast. They were awake pretty early and try and keep things silent as they don't want me to get up yet. So we quickly got ready and leaving our hotel for Disneyland. I wore my favorite Mickey Mouse t-shirt and my mom matched my color. As usual, Dad was the odd one out. We planned to start around 8:30 am, but ended up leaving the hotel by 9. It is a 20-minute drive from hotel to Disneyland. Usually you can access the park from 8:30 if you stay in Disneyland Hotel, whereas if you stay outside like us, the park starts to be accessible only after 9:30.
Hi, Disneyland.
We finally reached the location after a short detour, as in Google Maps quite few places are marked as Disneyland. Please see the description for exact location of entrance. I am already super excited seeing the entrance. The parking is charged on top of the park tickets. It costs €30 per day per car. So finally we reached the parking lot after a 5-minute drive. Here's my mom and me bidding a hi. It takes another 10 minutes walk from here till the entrance of the actual park. On the right you can see the parking lot for buses and camping vans. And on the left is the huge car parking space. The parking lot was like already 1,000 plus cars were parked. It was too crowded. There's quite some renovations also happening at the entrance. You also have a pets care area to take care of your pets at this location. There was also a sign showing the parks were full, so make sure you pre-book the tickets online before reaching here. So we finally reached the entrance area. On the left there are shops selling food and Disneyland articles. We couldn't find time to get in here, but managed to visit similar shops inside the park. In Disneyland, there are 2 parks. One is the Walt Disney Studios on the left and Disneyland Park on the right. There was a basic security check, and then comes the real ticket checking. So we finally finished the check, and now walking towards the entrance area of ticket checking. It was already super crowded, as you see. The front garden area was designed in a Mickey shape and everyone were clicking photos of the same. We were lucky to be here this year during the 30th anniversary of Disneyland, due to which they had some extra attractions planned. So on this day, we decided to get into Disneyland Park and save Walt Disney Studios for the next day. As soon as we entered, there was Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and Donald Duck welcoming us. Tada! There you see the much-awaited view of the Disneyland Castle. This area immediately after the welcoming entrance is called the Main Street USA. Here you have these attractions. Liberty Arcade and Discovery Arcade are themed shopping outlets and food courts. Disneyland Railroad takes you on a route surrounding the entire Disneyland Park. It shows you a complete overall view. However, we took this ride when we wanted some rest. The next 2 are more like a ride on a horse and a vintage streetcar. are some garden decorative setups done especially for 30th anniversary. So we walked all straight towards the castle area, which is called the Central Plaza, as we did want to spend the initial hours in shopping. From this center plaza, the park is divided into 4 separate themes. It would be really efficient if you plan your day before you come in, especially if you want to cover the entire park in one day. Behind the castle is the Fantasyland, so we started with that. Do expect long queues for every single ride. This ride is called La Carousel de Lancelot. It was a basic horse ride which we took immediately after passing the castle. It was good and fun for me. We finished that ride and now we are getting into Dumbo the Flying Elephant. The queue already piled up in the morning at 10:30 am and we were waiting almost 25 minutes. It was too colorful and I was lucky to join this ride as it did not have any age restrictions. They haven't opened the gates yet, but see me how much I am wanting to jump and get into the ride. That was super cool. Now we are headed to Alice's Curious Labyrinth. This is basically a maze-like setup by the shape of a heart, where you have to find a way to the castle. It was super fun to run around all different routes and finding the way in. I was quite confused on where to go and ended up asking my mom to carry me. Poor mom. I got cranky a bit as I started to get hungry, and they didn't allow my parents to take in snacks inside. And then we ended up sawing these, and I started happily playing with the water. Here you can see the heart-shaped maze. It took almost 10 to 15 minutes to slowly walk around and find the way into the castle. It was fun but exhausting. I thought that was the entrance, but looks like still we gotta go into the actual entrance of the castle. En route they also had these kind of idols with frightening sound for kids to enjoy. And here we are finally. This is how the mini castle looked like. It had few steps to climb to the top where we had a pretty good 360-degree view of Disneyland. Here's me, slowly climbing without bothering the queue behind. Haha, we kids gotta get the priority. So we then came out of the castle and went into the next activity called Mad Hatter's Teacups. My dad managed the kids' prom whereas my mom queued up, so that we made efficient use of time. Again, there was a huge queue. We ended taking the third round after waiting. My parents squeezed in a packet of snacks for me in this activity to have a quick bite. This is basically a rotating teapot which runs for 5 minutes, and again it has no age restrictions. I enjoyed rotating the center wheel thinking as if I was operating the teapots, but of course it was automatic. Once the teapot activity was finished, my mom wanted to take me to her much-expected activity, Pirates of the Caribbean. Despite the very long queue and waiting time of 30 minutes, we still wanted to wait and get in. There is an app offered by Disneyland where in real time they update the waiting time for each activity, and it's easy to navigate within Disneyland to quickly find the activity you want. So after we waited for 15 minutes, we finally see the exact place where we get into our automated boat ride. Here me and my mom are stepping in, followed by my dad. This boat takes you into a dark tunnel where there is a setup of every various scenes of Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Here are a few clips.
Et maintenant, 4 fouets et poules. J'ai entendu 6. Qui offre 6?
It was so realistic, and it would be so difficult to say that these are not real people. They have crafted everything with so much detailing. My dad was like, "Here comes hero of the show, Jack Sparrow." I was like, next we are getting into Adventure Isle. Starting from the previous Pirates activity, all these belong to Adventureland. This Adventure Isle is more than small adventurous activities. There is also rock made in the shape of a skull. Also a ship themed like pirates. As this was more of a look around the place activity, we skipped it and moved on to the next interesting activity, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril. This is basically a roller coaster ride, but themed like Indiana Jones. Unfortunately, I couldn't go in due to age restrictions. So my dad took care of me for lunch and my mom went in. And later my dad went so that one of them can take care of me. There is a small setup of the theme of Indiana Jones as you see here. Post this. We hit the passage and chant Aladdin. This is a miniature of the city Agrabah of Aladdin. It was really fascinating to see how much level of importance they have given to every single detail. Here are a few pictures we shot. Outside there was also a real person dressed up like Aladdin, posing for pictures. We couldn't video that. Next we came across Big Thunder Mountain. This is more like a mining over a haunted mountain themed roller coaster ride. However, we didn't get a chance to go in this as the waiting period was always 1 hour plus. We were already super tired and I started falling asleep. Hence my parents planned to get into the ship ride, which was a 20-minute ride across the Big Thunder Mountain, so that they can rest for a while. Next my parents went to Phantom Manor, which is a haunted building, selected perfectly for time I slept. They couldn't do much video here as it was too dark. Post this. I also got up and we all had lunch. Unfortunately missed to video that. Next we accidentally bumped into the show The Lion King, Rhythms of the Pride Lands. We are glad we were on the right time. The show was simply superb, depicting the story of Lion King. Immediately outside the theater where we saw Lion Kong show was a stopping point of Disneyland Railroad. It was close to 5 and hence we tried to hop in quickly into it for a short ride. Then we walked back to Fantasyland and got into Peter Pan's flight. The queue time got reduced to 20 minutes. This girl has been trying to play with me for a while. I am just wondering if I should go in for this ride with her. This ride again takes you in this flying cart inside a dark building where it's completely themed like Peter Pan. It was a really cool ride where we were like flying across the entire activity. Again, those detailing was simply superb. Next comes the most awaited meet Mickey Mouse. I have no words to express how happy I was. I kinda danced along with Mickey, hugged him, kissed him and danced with him. It was like a dream come true.
Pinky. Okay.
It started to get thirsty for my parents. Then I quickly asked in as well for a short snack break. This is what my dad got. Woohoo! Mickey shaped bun with jam. It tasted yummy.
Here, Mickey Mouse. Hi, cake.
My mom was trying to make me eat. I was like, first show me if it had jam. Ha ha ha. We finished the break and then planned to go for It's a Small World. This was like a short boat ride into a beautiful Disney-themed city where everything was huge and very colorful. It was really fascinating for my age to see all of this. I enjoyed the most. We have made a video of the entire ride. See for yourself how good it was.
Merci, regardez les mains à l'intérieur du bateau. Please keep your hands inside the boat.
The time is almost 6:30 p.m. and now we are walking towards the last Discoveryland. We still have another 4 hours to finish that. The first activity was Star Tours. Unfortunately, I couldn't get in here due to height restrictions. So my parents finished that and got me in for my favorite car ride, Autopia. I love cars so much that I keep on bugging my dad to drive his car. Of course he says I am still smaller to drive, blah blah blah. But there is no restrictions here. I am super excited.
You wanna go in the car? Yeah. You wanna go in the car?
It's me driving, and I was like, why mom is driving so slow? I like it so much I bothered my parents to take me for another ride. So here we are again waiting in the queue. Once we finished the car ride, we went to Hyperspace Mountain. It was a roller coaster ride into a dark outer space. My dad was saying it was so good, and now he was thinking if he shall go one more time. I couldn't join due to age, so my parents had to take turns to go. Next was Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast. This was more themed like an intergalactic laser shooting game. So here you have laser guns for each person, and the shoot targets pops up suddenly, and you can make a laser shooting which gets converted to points. Orbitron was the last activity we jumped into at almost 10:30 p.m. This was a ride similar to Dumbo we made in the beginning with an only change of rocket-shaped sitting area. Finally, my parents got some time to get into a shop full of Disneyland stuff before hitting the Lightworks. Then the Lightworks started and was happening for almost 15 minutes. It was really good to see it visually. Maybe in camera it doesn't look so good, but in real it was. These were some special Lightworks planned especially for this year. That's exactly how my day at Disneyland Park ended. I already fell asleep after having some food while seeing the Lightworks. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you soon with my next video in Walt Disney Studios. Until then, it's a bye from Vinky. Thanks for watching and please subscribe.